in your estimation, how frustrating is it for him and the McLaren Hendrick partnered number 17 team to miss out on that track time, especially when he is an Indianapolis 500 rookie is trying to just log his first laps at speed and get prepared for what he's trying to pull off here with the double?
Oh, I think it's extremely frustrating. And if you watch his interview today, you could hear the frustration in his voice. And not just for him, for anyone who's trying to run the Indy 500 for the very first time, or especially if you're not used to this style of racing. I think the best thing in this situation is being able to lot laps. And unfortunately, due to the engine-related issues and whatever the strategy was down there in the McLaren pits, it just wasn't a day where Larson was able to run a whole bunch of laps. And I think track time is the key, but unfortunately they ran out of time to be able to, go out there and race trim and, practice with the slipstreaming and all of that. But now they're in full qualifying mode. They're going to have to get ready for Fast Friday and make sure they can get that number 17, Aaron McLaren / HendrickCars.com Chevrolet into the show. I think that they probably will get into the show, and then once they lock the car into a field, then they can use the Monday. They can use the practice session early in the week, and then they can use carb day to put the finishing touches on this car and see what type of car they can have come race day.
I won't say who it is because I don't know if they want some anonymity right now in terms of who in our chat made a pretty bold prediction earlier today, but and it might be modified here. I'll have to ask this person later, given that Larson was able to get back out on track. But one of our teammates at Grid said that they're predicting Larson might be the one to get bumped. And that is certainly a bold take. But I've got to tell you, with McLaren's history here, obviously nobody thought Fernando Alonso was going to get bumped in 2019. And look what happened. And, we've seen some big names before. Graham Rahal, James Hinchcliffe have been bumped. Will Power was in the last row shootout a couple of years ago as well. So you just never know how this is going to work out. And you have to think, if McLaren doesn't like what they see with that engine, despite the fact that Pato O'Ward was at the top of the charts today, Larson's limited track time, as talented as he is, you can never rule anything out here at IMS. So, you certainly have to be hoping. I'm certainly not going to put money on him being in the last row shootout just yet. But if he is, we're going to look back at this as some missed track time opportunity, and it may end up coming back to bite him. We'll just have to wait and see.